4 on the season. It's the Raiders going up against the Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Cincinnati Bengals. Down, Shelton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. To throw again. Shelton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Throwing after the interception, Shelton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad
38! They go play action here on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. It's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. First and 10, Prescott. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And give him a gain of 37. And the offense lining up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They run it here. Ware. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, Prescott. Walker with a grab, left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Doug Baldwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Shelling through the defense. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So out come the Raiders. On 1st and 10, Shelton. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back to throw. Shelton brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Shelton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. 3rd down here.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And it's 3rd down and goal from the... And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Point after now from Catanzaro. And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out of across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Play action now. Prescott. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On play action, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Bola not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Doug Baldwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now a play fake here on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
Looking to throw on second down. Shelton. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Oakland. 41 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go.
To throw on second down, Shelton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Looking to throw on second down. Shelton. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Justin Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try now for Succop. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. On second down, Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And the 3rd time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. On the run, it's Ware. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Throwing on 1st down. Shelton swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st down, Shelton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here we go!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Shelton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of of bounds down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much during this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. To the air on second down. Shelton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Hayes able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Cruz has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Prescott now. Space to run past the 20. Over the middle, complete. That's Cruz. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Justin Hardy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shelton. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Shelton escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal to go now. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Out of his end zone, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hardy. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A first throw for the backup Kessler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nazir Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now let's go.
First throw now for the backup Kessler. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Vinny Curry in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack.
Hurry up, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Taken right around the 44. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Shelton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Shelton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They go play action here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Vinny Curry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Play action. Kessler. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
From the gun, it's Kessler. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive. Shelton to the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Shelton over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go!
Throwing on 1st down. Shelton looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On third down, Shelton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for fourth down. Back to throw. Shelton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll leave this for Ware. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Oh, Kessler looks to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Kessler. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. Back to throw, Kessler. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. To throw is Kessler. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Delaney Walker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now here come the Raiders. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here we go now.
So they're not running it. Kessler wants to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Benjamin with it over the middle. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now.
Now Kessler. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cruz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.